nobody asked.
But we're here to share
our opinions,
experiences,
and our advice.
Unapologetically,
unsolicited,
and unfiltered.
Why?
Because this is our 2 cents.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friends.
How y'all doing?
How's everybody?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you was
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Ain't been a place stop being. His stop being 5, 6 best friend. That you know that.
Oh.
Nope. You know that.
Y'all know that. What's up?
So y'all don't know now about living away. No, I was playing. But we want to talk to y'all today about our experiences of living across the country, away from family, and the challenges
that comes with. And just our experiences and what that life is like for us.
I just were you prepared to move across the country, or how did you just leave the nest?
I mean, I left for college, so of course at like 17, I'm like, I know it all. I want to get out of here. This lady is driving me wild. I want to be grown. So I definitely wasn't prepared for what I know now and what I've experienced throughout that time. But I certainly was ready. I was like, get me out of here. What about you?
Definitely same story. But I knew senior year, graduation, who's leaving? Sales is leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm out of here. And I knew I was going far away. I knew I was going down south because they don't have any HBCUs in California. And so I knew if I wanted to go to college and join the STEP team, that I was gonna have to join. I was gonna have to leave and go down south. I was ready. Definitely. But I did not consider how far I was going, the cost of traveling, and all the challenges of missing events and occasions.
But I wonder if that's also because even though we were at a space where we were like, we're moving, we want to be out of here, we're ready. What I think is really important about living away from home is like having a community. Even if it's like your, extended family by choice or by blood. But like for Thanksgiving, we never could go home. But we had to like have Thanksgiving together. Like we've been having Friendsgivings like for years. So,
and I think that is actually a coping mechanism of being away, is that it causes you to rely upon your extended supports and extended circles. And anybody who knows me knows I have so many brothers and sisters. And my sister right here.
One out of 1,000.
1 out of 1,000 million.
Too much.
Billion.
Seems too much.
No, but
what is? My question was gonna be around like, what are some of the things you had to learn? Whether it's about yourself, whether it's about. We talked a lot about having to lean on other people, and that's not our natural way. What are some other things you had to learn or adapt to? Because you live so far away.
One thing that I could say that I had to learn was to be independent.
Ooh,
because initially when you live away, you call upon your family or you expect them to be able to be there, but then there comes a time when you're like, I gotta figure this out myself.
I want to figure it out myself.
And, that part too. It caused me to really mature and develop and understand that you a grown man, and you need to figure this out. Like, they're not going to be there every beck and call.
That part.
Yeah. And what about you?
Definitely the independence, but also like to really, because I think there's a difference. There's a distinct difference from when we left for college than when you moved to DC and I moved from New York. And so in that time, my greatest, I think, lesson or greatest like experience was really spending time with me. Like really, because in college, especially in New Orleans, everybody's so close. Like I didn't never really have to be alone at my house. I didn't really have to spend time with me. So living away from college and living in this city, like I had to learn to love to be with me, around me.
You live in a hard city. Now DC is hard, but New York. But then again, I did today. So I am a New Yorker because I can catch the train by myself. Those who know me know that I struggled with New York public transportation because it's challenging. But over time, you mature and you develop, and now I am independent in taking the train. I no longer
I'm not coming in the city and getting him. You can get to me.
I no longer need somebody
for this
to
next
come
month.
and get me.
Because I'm going back.
Back 4th and 4.
Hey,
So,
challenging.
yeah.
I think both, definitely New York and DC definitely have very similar challenges, but also very distinct,
Cost
differences
of
in their
living is
challenges.
that challenge. It's making sure that your obligations are met while trying to live in a city that's vibrant and active.
And definitely so,
24/7.
like, I think at least with DC, at least DC is a little more compact, whereas New York is so spread out. So, like, you want to go hang out in Brooklyn for the evening and you live in Harlem, you might be out all day. You got to pack a purse with everything in it, an emergency bag, like
Not an emergency.
a little whole bag. No, I'm kidding.
Little wash up towel, little toothbrush.
a little change of clothes. No, you got to, like, if you want a life and a life you want to have, despite the challenges, because it's expensive. Period. Like, so I think we do a good job of like being able to navigate that and sometimes sacrifice some things so that we can have a life. But
bologna sandwich.
I'm not eating the bologna
I'm
sandwich.
just playing. I do not eat
But you eat Vienna sausages.
I love Vienna sausage.
A little peanut butter jelly, a little kale with just kale. Like, you got to figure it out so that you can have, really figure out your quality of life. If nothing else, it definitely helps build your character. What is one of the things, or some of the things, because it's probably hard for one, what do you appreciate most about living away from your family? In whatever context that means to you.
I think I appreciate the growth that others are able to see and notice, especially my family. They understand that I am a grown man living on my own. It was a challenge initially with everybody inquiring, when am I going to come back? Why don't I want to come back? And now it's the adjustment of everybody understanding that I am content with not returning.
Got that? Live here on film.
I'm not.
We ain't coming back.
I'm not coming back. And so I think that is one thing that I could appreciate, as well as being able to experience different cultures and different lifestyles, and having those challenges of lack of family supports. Because without those experiences, I don't think it would have developed me into the man that I am today. Some people are able to, and I'm not knocking you, but if you do, have your family at every beck and call where you can call them, or you can go up the street if you ain't got no toilet paper, or, you need a little oodles or noodles.
You need a meal.
But when you don't have those supports, you really have to do it on your own. You have to get it how you live.
Yes,
How
get
you
it.
live how you get it. It's motherfucking ditches. Okay. But yeah. So what about for you? What is one thing that you feel and appreciate about your experience?
I appreciate definitely the growth that I've been able to see in myself, my independence. I appreciate being able to go home and be around my loved ones and it just fit. I had the longer and longer I've stayed away, which is, like we said, it's gonna be 15 years in August. I continuously had at different transitions in my life, like my cousins had babies, or had gotten married, or those type of things. Different people have gotten job promotions or things like that. Because we are not day to day connected, I felt like when I would come home, like, would it be lost? But it just fits. I just fit right back in. My cousins that are a little younger than me have babies. I don't have siblings, and so my cousins are like my siblings. So that was like a challenge for me. Like, I wanted to move home when when one of them, was having a baby, and then I was like, as much as I want to be there for her, I want to like live my life too. So I appreciate being able to like live my life and have my journey, and my family still have theirs, and we just fit when we come back together.
I like that point too, because even like my good friends, back home, I always wondered if our friendships would last, or if they would feel away if I can't come home for birthdays or special events, children, birthday parties. And I even have a nephew now, and I had a challenge with thinking that I needed to come home to help support my family once my grandfather passed, and helping caretake for my grandmother. But I really had to learn that I can't lose myself trying to be there for other people and not live the life for me, or stopping my journey.
So all of that, I appreciate that. I second those points. I also appreciate being able to live in different places. So living on, coming from the West Coast, moving to the South, and also having roots in the South, and then moving to the East Coast. I feel like we are so much guided in our experiences and our opinions. And so when your experiences or your perceptions are essentially limited to that of your own, you don't step outside of that, I feel like it is a disservice to yourself. So if you have the opportunity to go. Like my mom would always tell me, home is gonna be there. Like they're still there, and home is where the heart is, essentially, right? So even if my whole family moves from California, wherever they go, like they're gonna be there. But I appreciate being able to see.
And be able to use that as a step,
as a tool.
Yeah.
And you can connect to so many people, and really, like, it helps me be so much more empathetic. Like, our journeys are not that different, right? Like, I grew up in Oakland, you grew up in Baltimore. Like, it's a lot of similarities. Like, so much more. You see those posts on, like, social media. Like, you from such and such and such if this happened. And you be like, I could literally feel in any city. But you know that because you lived in those cities, So I feel like that's a privilege, like, and a blessing that we have that.
Our experiences are unique because we have lived in big metropolitan cities in all, like, each coast. Because California, Bay Area, New Orleans, Louisiana, East Coast, New York, and DC, which encompasses all really of East Coast.
Tri-state,
and then
we just missing Midwest though, but I don't really have an interest in.
I can't do the cold.
Shout out to the Midwest, but that's too
Chi-town.
Cold.
Get down, little mama. Get down, little mama.
So what is some advice you have for a person that is newly living away from their family, or considering, or even has lived away from their family for a while and is struggling? So just what's some advice you have?
I would say anybody who is considering or, ambivalent about moving, I think that you should just get up and go. One, only reason why I say that is because you won't know unless you go. Two, that experience will help develop you and allow you to know, like, okay, can I live away from home? I have friends who tried to move away and they moved back. I have friends who moved away and then have now further matured, and the experience has just shaped them into a better person. I encourage everybody to embrace different cultures, see different lifestyles, have different challenges. Challenging yourself helps your growth. And I honestly do not feel like I would be the man I am today had I not left California. So yeah, what about you? What advice would you give to?
So just anybody, because I definitely think you won't know if it's for you until you try it. And to kind of go off your point is that you can move back, right? So if you at least just go and try it, and then return. So if you have the ability, if you have the opportunity, if you have the energy, just like go and do it. And so my advice is to like really lean on your people, like your tribe. If you reach out, do it. And
just do
it. And I say, like, be open. That's one of the biggest.
Open-minded.
Be super open and really, like,
because you can't come. I'm sorry, but you can't come like to a new city with that old city mindset and be like, well, back home we do this, or why y'all do it? That ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
and you're gonna be running back home.
Right. So just be open-minded and really, really try to fall in love with yourself. Like, I think when people move to a new city and it's, it's bumpy, right? Like, it might not, especially if you're leaving further away from like college age, right? And you don't have that college crafted experience. Like, it might be a little lonely at first, but that might be time for you to be alone and get to know you and fall in love with you, and just me and you. Call out whoever you call to. Yes.
That also, my spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So that will grow in whatever capacity, right? If you're into numerology, astrology, spirituality, whatever it is, like, you can really have the opportunity to kind of just grow in that. So, our message is just like, embrace it. Embrace the change. Go away from home. Your family gonna love you. They're gonna be there. And one of the final things I want to say is, like, they'll be okay. So to your point about should you feel bad about living your life for you, like, absolutely not. And I get it if there are, like, health issues and things like that. But, like, your family, they'll be okay. Like, absolutely. Your brother knows. Like, he chose to live his life and have a baby. Like, it wasn't like, I think we have to remember that, like, he didn't sit down with you and say, Marcel, this is this thing I'm about to do, can you help me? That's a different story. But for you to put that on yourself, that's self-imposed. Live your life. So live your best life.
Living my best life.
Yes, it's time for the...
I ain't going back and forth with
Wow.
you, niggas. All right, so y'all, it's time for the coin toss. Amber, what do you have?
Tails.
All right, and I got heads. What's your...
Favorite season and, like, why? What's your vibe about that season? Why? And what's yours?
Okay. Anyways, so mine is gonna be, if you were given an opportunity for a free 7-day vacation anywhere in the world, where are you gonna go?
Okay.
And why? Let's try it again.
It landed on tails. I should have won. Come on now, you took out my Butterfingers. It's heads.
It's heads. So
He won.
7-day vacation.
You go, because I have to think about it.
No, I'm immediately going to Africa, and I'm going to ask for an extended stay. Where in Africa? I'm definitely going to West Africa. Actually, my plan for this year is to make it to Africa, West Africa. I really want to experience the whole culture. I want to live, stay in the village a couple days. I'm gonna get all my shots, and I want to eat the food, speak the language.
You want to speak the language in 7 days? Yes, he is ambitious.
All I gotta learn is just to say hello and goodbye. How y'all doing? Where to be at?
Yes, where to be at.
No, but yeah, so that's where I would go. Gambia, Ghana, all that.
I should have went first because that's what I was gonna say.
No.
But I'll say something different.
Oh, that's where you.
No, it is, but that's also really like cultural. So if I have to take one that's cultural and beautiful and all those things, but for just like relaxing and like beauty, and I think like the Maldives. Because, it's real expensive, to go out there, so.
But, and I actually...
So you can take me to Africa. I don't know. I want to go to, a romantic vacation in the Maldives. Yeah.
But they look a little boring sometimes when I just look. It just be like blue water, and they just... what y'all doing out there in the Maldives? Doing it. That song used to come on the radio like at 8 o'clock in the morning when my mama was taking us to school. My mama called 106 and told them, y'all do not need to be playing this song early in the morning because people are driving with their kids in the car.
You're right, Mama.
That is the sheltered life I had.
You're
I could not
Mama.
listen to doing it. Wow. But that was kind of inappropriate.
It was
8 o'clock in the morning.
I mean,
anyway,
you can do it at any time. All right.
So
West Africa, Maldives, final 2 cents.
Yes.
What is my final 2 cents? Live your life unapologetically and fearlessly, and also if you're fearful of it or scared of it, it's probably a good thing. Get off your ass, face that shit. Just fucking do it.
Just do it. And my final 2 cents is, those of you who are musically inclined and you have an eclectic ear and you listen to different artists, stop not sharing these artists, because there's no way that I should be in New York and I'm just hearing about phony people. And if you don't know who phony people is, check them out.
You been really for this phony people.
I love phony people. I listen to them.
So share your new music.
Share your new music.
Be fearful, share new music, live your best life.
Don't be fearful.
Oh, don't be fearful.
Be fearless.
Right. Be fearless.
Yes, like a ferocious lion.
Like a lion. All right.
Mighty King. All right, so thank you all once again for tuning in. Please remember to like,
follow,
and
share, subscribe, tell a friend, so we can all be friends. Ow. Peace out, friends. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Oh, we didn't even give a song to them or nothing, a little shake or nothing. They like a little.
You can rock, you can shake, you can drop, you can shake.
Hey.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
What you want to give him? You want to give him a little song?
I'm giving you everything, all the joy. Spicy Girl came to my mind, so sorry. You didn't even know that one, huh?
I did, but I just wasn't ready. Okay,
we gotta go.
Bye.
I watch myself drift further just the same. Cause my walk and my talk been different, my style and my thoughts been different. I got you, but it's me I'm missing. You'll agree, I'll get it. I think I went way too far trying to please you. I know I went way too hard trying to please you. These Asians come with the harsh truth, and you gon' shoot your shot cause I harmed you. But I'll be honest, always told you I think I went way too far. My reflection yells at me, reprimanding turbulent demands based off pure